Listen very carefully if you would like to attract dream clients through your content. It is not about hacking the algorithm, asking, what do I say so people buy, changing your personality, putting yourself in a box, or injecting manipulation and fear into your audience. I'm telling you, you will lose your soul in that process, and you will show up and do things because you feel like you need to, not because you want to. And guess what? That's not going to lead to the dream clients that you are desiring. There are 3 steps that you must take in order to attract clients who you love to work with through your content. And if you are someone who specifically uses YouTube to do this, then I do free live YouTube channel and website reviews twice a month, and there's a link below where you can sign up for free. But yes, I know how this works because I have successfully attracted dream clients through my content. If you don't know, I help business owners to use YouTube to turn their viewers into buyers, and you don't need a big audience to do that and to monetize when you have systems and processes in place. So I help with the science of the funnels and also the art of being yourself in your content. But there's actually one step that you must take in the beginning to make all of that work, and that is to know who your dream clients even are. So regardless of your niche, if you are a conscious expert, you should be looking for these traits in your dream clients. The first one is that they take responsibility for their own success and they have trust in themselves. They don't point their finger at you and they don't try to hold your hand throughout the process. They're also people who respect you and your expertise. They see you as an authority. They respect your credibility, how long you've been doing this, what makes you the expert. And they see you as a leader and they're very eager to learn from you. So these people are like sponges. They take what you say and they also implement it so that they can get the result. They're also people that are committed to personal growth. So these are people with growth mindsets. They're people who see the bigger picture. And also, when faced with a challenge, they don't say, oh, well, this didn't work. No, they're quick to pivot and they also adapt with a positive attitude. Now, this is key because this makes people a pleasure to work with. And regardless of your niche, it's likely that people will need to pivot. All of you are the expert, and I'm sure you teach some type of process to get to that dream outcome. But sometimes people need to pivot. Sometimes a strategy won't work for a particular person, or sometimes they'll try things and, it doesn't work. But you have alternatives out there, and they're eager to actually implement those. Your dream clients are also people who are open to constructive criticism to maximize their results. So, and you have to do a good job at giving criticism in the right way. Don't tell your clients like, oh, your work stinks. No, like you give constructive feedback that can help them and they're open to receiving it. They're also willing to invest time, effort, and resources into their development because they know that in order to succeed, it's going to require some commitment. So another thing that you must do in order to attract dream clients is just simply to remind yourself of the demographics and the psychographics of the person who you're trying to attract, because this is where everyone here is likely different if you're in different niches. And so remind yourself, what are the demographics? These are things like age, gender, race, ethnicity, maybe geographic location, language, income level, education, employment, marital status. So you want to have a clear idea of the demographics and also the psychographics, which are things like personality, lifestyle, values, beliefs, interests. It's important to remind yourself of this, even if you already know, because our brains have the reticular activating system. And so the more clear you are on this, then the more likely they are to come to you because you're going to be speaking to these people in your content. And also, your dream client could be right under your nose, but you don't realize because you're not crystal clear on these things. Once you know who you're attracting, the second step is to embody the art of conversions. What do I mean by this? Because again, the science of content matters, like having the right hooks and stuff, but this matters more. Remember that people make a purchasing decision not out of logic, but they actually do it because of emotions and they justify it with logic. And so people will connect to you on an emotional and on a personal level if you are being who you are. So it really comes down to being very grounded in yourself, being really solid and confident in who you are, and let that shine through on camera. A lot of people hold back who they really are, and they don't share their stories. They don't share what they really want to say. A lot of people are holding back, and so you want to share from a place of authenticity, from a place of wanting to help, and you need to be your full self. And that's not easy to do, but it's something to practice on camera and ask yourself after you make a piece of content, like, was I truly being myself? Did I say what I wanted to say? Did I hold back any stories? And sometimes, again, we're afraid to do this because we're afraid that people will leave a negative comment on the true versions of us. However, if that is the price you have to pay in order to attract and help these dream clients, I'm telling you, it's well worth it. And this is something that I got over a long time ago, and the results have been phenomenal. And you need to focus on helping people because our brains tend to focus on the 3% of comments that were negative, but you need to focus on the ones that are positive and remember to have that helping hand. And that actually leads me to step number 3, which is mastering the science of conversions. So in order to effectively turn our viewers, especially on YouTube, into clients, there's a few things that must take place. And many of you already know these things, but this is why I started with the art of embodying who you are, because then it'll be much easier to complete the science of it. So making the right offers in our web pages, making the right content with proper topics, thumbnails, and titles if you're on a place like YouTube. Another thing is including an effective and clear call to action. There's some people out there who say, oh, just give value in your content, and if they're a dream client and they're just going to find the link. However, the reality is that how are people going to know that you're offering help in a membership or in coaching or in whatever you're offering if you don't say it? Because marketing is simply making people aware. And there's dream clients who are likely watching you, but maybe they're not aware of what you have because you never talk about it, you never say it. One of my clients, he has this. He just gives a bunch of value in his content. However, he needs to see that, and I'm helping him to do this. He needs to see that there's times when it's okay to sell. People think of selling as sleazy, but it's not. You got to do so in an authentic way that makes people aware of what you have, and they need to understand that by saying yes, you are shortening the time frame and also the amount of energy that's going to take them to reach that dream outcome. So it's important to have calls to actions, and again, do so in an authentic way because there are times to sell. There's times when selling is a service and you want to remember that and have that in your content. Another thing as well when it comes to the science, I hate that I even have to say this one, but you want to check that your links and your buttons in your web pages work because I've done a bunch of free live channel reviews and it always breaks my heart when underneath the YouTube video the link doesn't work, or when I go to the web page and I try to click the button but it doesn't lead anywhere. You want to avoid any barriers to entry because oftentimes people won't even tell you, hey, your link doesn't work. They'll just keep moving on with their day. So double check all the time. Even if you've been doing this for a while, double check. Because even one of my clients with close to 2 million subscribers, I had a message her the other day and say, hey, your link in this YouTube video that's getting a bunch of views over time isn't working. And she was like, oh my gosh, thank you for letting me know. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, if you've been doing this for a while, all this stuff still applies. Another thing when it comes to the science is to analyze your performance. So look at the data in your YouTube studio, or if you're using another social media platform, look at the data they provide for you. And same thing if you have a website provider, look at how many people are going to your page and what the conversion rate is. Because if people are going to your page, but there's no conversions, then you know that you need to improve the science of that page. Maybe improve the buttons, maybe have a better video, maybe improve the copy on there. All that matters because, again, that's what's getting people to say yes. So again, I help people who are business owners to use YouTube to get customers, and you don't need to have a big audience to make this work. People hear YouTube and they think that you do. However, if you stand strongly in your authority, you know who you're attracting, and you embody the art and the science of good conversions, this is going to work for you. So again, I encourage you to sign up for the free live YouTube channel reviews. And if you are ready to get guidance from me, then you can apply it down below for my YouTube Business Accelerator. This comes with group and or private support where I will help you with everything that I talked about today, and also help you with other things such as onboarding new clients, delivering on your promise, everything from A to Z. So I also help with, getting clear on who you're helping with your content, setting up membership sites, creating your websites and your funnels. This includes like email marketing and copy. And my whole goal with all this is to help you create your dream life. One of my clients came to me. She was actually the one with close to 2 million subscribers, and she had this big YouTube channel, but she wasn't living her dream life because what she wanted was to spend time with her children because she has a bunch of kids. And so she wasn't living her dream life. And so I came in and I helped her to construct a membership that provided her with recurring revenue that didn't require her to be at her computer every day. And now she's living her dream life. Now she's living with her kids. That membership actually created 50K in recurring revenue in the first month. And that was more than enough for her to comfortably spend time with the children and, of course, to accomplish her bigger mission. So I help people to create their dream life, but also create that positive change that they wish to see in the world. So if you apply, then we'll have a conversation and we'll see if we're a good fit, and I will customize you your blueprint for success. Alrighty, everyone, thank you for watching this video, and I encourage you to watch this next one all about how to charge what you're worth in your content.